Copyright Society of Nigeria was again at the premises of the Federal High Court in Ikoyi to protest the alleged biased interference of the Attorney General of the Federation in a judicial matter over a collection of artist royalty in Nigeria. The chairman of the Copyright Society of Nigeria, Tony Okoroji, wants the president to call the Attorney General of the Federation to order. He has faulted the approval granted to the Musical Copyright Society of Nigeria to collect royalties on behalf of artists in the country. Now, some other music artists joined the COSON chairman in the peaceful protest, and they carried placards that captured their grouse with the Minister of Justice. And joining us live is the Executive Chairman, Musical Copyright of Nigeria, the MSCN, Mayowa Ayilaron, Chairman of the Musical Copyright Society of Nigeria. Thank you for joining us on TVC News Hour.
Thank you very much.
Now, you are the beneficiary of a very favorable ruling, I must say. Tell us what the issues really are and how you became the beneficiary.
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, let me make a quick correction. I'm not the chairman of the Musical Copyright Society. Okay. I'm the chief executive officer. Okay. Yes. We are the beneficiary in the sense that actually we are a denied and delayed beneficiary of the system. The MSCN has been the pioneer organization in this country since 1984. But somehow along the line, some people saw the business as very lucrative. Instead of coming in to come and compete on a playing field ground, because they have affiliations and sympathy of some people in power, they colluded and hijacked the business from us. So we protested. When we started, the issue of regulation of collective society was not in our laws. So they went behind, they amended the law. It got to us, the Nigerian Law Reform Commission then, chairman by late Justice Olakunle Orojo. They saw it that copyright is a private property issue. Let everybody go out and organize themselves. And meanwhile, MCSN was already in existence. But these people went behind. They smuggled this regulation back into the statute books under the military when Babangida was about to leave. Yes, we accepted. It is on record that MCSN was the first to apply for recognition, for approval, because we actually wanted to bring our operation under the supervision of the government agency. But because they wanted a monopoly, they pushed us out. And we launched an appeal in courts to protest that. But they were saying because we are not approved, there is a clause which says if you are not an approved collective society, you have no locus to sue. We were fighting that even up to the Court of Appeal. But at the same time, we wrote petitions to the National Assembly as well as to the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation. So the National Assembly concluded their own investigation through investigative public hearing of the two powerful House committees of the National Assembly, that's Committee of Justice and Judiciary. They found out that the NCC was compromised and ordered NCC to go and approve MCSN. NCC refused and said, oh, it was a recommendation, whereas it was a resolution of the National Assembly. All right. Then we wrote to the minister that this petition is still with you. So the minister looked into it. At the end of the day, found that we were denied unjustly. All right. And he directed for us to be approved. All right. This did not go well with the COSON, with Okoroji in particular. So he went trying to lobby. The minister said, look, this is not era of monopoly. All right.
Yes. Now, having established the basis for what's on ground at the moment, yes. Now COSON and MSCN, yes. Is there a different law? I want you to tell us the law that establishes COSON, MSCN, which you represent, yes. And are there different laws as well, extant laws that established COSON?
No, both are supposed to operate under the same law. That is the Copyright Act.
As different bodies?
Different bodies. Even if there is other organization that is interested in coming on, they form themselves, come with their repertoire, apply to the Nigerian Copyright Commission. And if they qualify, they will be duly approved. So we are to come before the commission. But in our own case, we are first in time. Even we were there before the commission was established. It's just like the Nigerian Broadcasting Commission now saying NTA, all the state TV stations and radio stations cannot operate if they don't give them license first. But in our case, we even applied. And when COSON Okoroji was not satisfied because he wanted to be enjoying monopoly of the industry, he now went to court to challenge that approval.
Okay. All right, let me ask you now, final question. What's the standard practice in other climes?
The standard practice in other climes, some have a regulatory body like the NCC. Yeah. Some countries do not have. The organization just come and they protect their rights under the law as it is. But I must underscore one point, that in this particular case, the COSON and Okoroji, they are lying against the Attorney General of the Federation, because the Attorney General of the Federation has not interfered in any way in the case before the court. It's a malicious falsehood. So our own point is that if something happened in the court, if you are not satisfied, you file your own process to challenge what is there. We saw that what happened was that the sitting judge was commenting negatively outside the issue before him. All right. That these particular people, I know them, they are this, they are that, and therefore, if they come before me 100 times, I will rule against them 100 times. That gave us some fear. And we applied to the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court that we can't see this judge to do justice in this case. All right. And we don't know what happened, only that for the judge to come and adjourn the case Senator. Right. And it's so shocking and regrettable that somebody like Okoroji will come around to be protesting that it was the Attorney General that was arresting the judge.
The judgment. All right. All right. Mayowa Ayilaro, Chief Executive Officer, Music Society of Nigeria. Thank you very much indeed for coming.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.